Good morning, dear students. Today we'll see the formula and the method to calculate the lease rental. In the previous lecture, we have seen how to calculate the lease proposal from lessor's viewpoint, and now lease rental calculation according to the owner's point of view. How do the lessor determines the lease rental? There are few of the important steps you have to remember, and these steps are very helpful while calculating the lease rental. By these steps only we can calculate the lease rental. First of all, calculation of cash outflows, or we can call it as cost of assets, right? The first step is we need to calculate the cash outflows, right? If it is already given in the problem, it is well and good. In sometimes what happens, he will give you cost, he will give you installation charges, he will give you direct expenses, he will give you other expenses associated with the cost. Those all things should be added together, and finally what outcome we are going to get is called as cost of assets. So that calculation is our first step. Second is calculation of benefits as cash inflows arising from the ownership of the asset. So here we need to calculate CFAT, right? We have to calculate benefits, how much benefit we are getting, or he will give you benefit, he will give you depreciation, and he will give you salvage value or scrap value. He will give you tax benefit also. By seeing these all, we need to calculate the total benefits what he is going to get. That is the second step. After finding out the benefits, third step is to calculate the present value of the benefit, calculated in step number 2. See, whatever benefits we have calculated in step number 2, we have to find out the present value of the benefits by multiplying with the discounting factor given in the problem. He will give you some discounting factor in the problem like 10%, 15%. By taking that particular discounting factor, we need to find out total present value, right? When you do the total of present value at the last or a bottom, we will get the total present value. This is the third important step to calculate lease rental. Fourth step is we need to calculate the minimum cost, right, which need to be recovered, right? There is a formula for this, that is asset cost minus total present value of benefits from owning the assets, right? The total present value what we have calculated, that and asset cost. When you subtract total asset minus the total present value, we will get the calculation, or we will get the minimum cost which need to be recovered through lease rentals. Okay, this is the step number 4. Then calculation of post tax equivalent annual cost. We need to go for this fifth step. So to calculate this, the formula we have to use, minimum cost need to be recovered, which means step number 4, divided by PVIFA. Then we can write as R and N, rate of interest and number of years, right? So when you go for present value of interest and factor of annuity table, so the percentage and how many years he has given, that you have to find out, and you will get some decimal amount. You have to divide with the minimum cost to be recovered, and that amount what you get is called as the post tax equivalent annual cost. That is the step number 5. Then step number 6 is adjusted post tax equivalent annual cost. So to find out this post tax equivalent annual cost, which means step number 5, divided by 1 minus t. When you do 1 minus t, the final answer we get is called as post tax equivalent annual cost. Step number 6. So here we will to know about the lease rental, right? The final lease rental per year what is being given, right? And finally the last step is to find out the lump sum amount of lease rental needed to be calculated. It can be expressed in terms of 1000, less like annual lease rent divided by number of 1000 in the cost. If you do, we will get the final lease rent per 1000 per year.